The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. The Gamecocks will kick it away first. He'll bring it out. It's Parker. The college team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Tigers offense takes the field to start this game off. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through, and all week long they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Both these teams have had some good moments this year, and they'd love nothing better than to improve their bowl positioning, build a little momentum by getting a win in this one.
You're just trying to punctuate the season, right? How big would it be for one of these two programs to finish the year as a ranked team? It would help them so much in the offseason with recruiting and really help their confidence looking ahead to next year, Dave.
And confidence and momentum and just learning how to win. A part of that is a part of the process of being great in the future. And this team, learning how to win, finding ways to get it done. It's only going to build momentum, and hopefully you can carry that over to next season.
LSU right back to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize, so you go get on the...
Oh, he's getting ahead. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback, because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
So the South Carolina Gamecocks offense will get the ball for the first time. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Complete to start this drive. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
And that's why the bullet pass is so important. Sometimes these defenses, they don't give you big windows to throw into, and you want to take that chance, but you cannot lob that football down the field and get it in there. Nice use of the bullet pass, my friend.
Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Right on the money. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long, breaks into the open. Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
Caught behind the line. It's Harper. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
And I think if I'm a QB, I like the decision. I get it to my running back who's really good after the catch and really good with the ball in his hands, but the defense did the job. They got him on the ground. They gave up some yards, but they forced the fourth down.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Steps away to find some room. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off and get what I can get.
Handoff to the lone back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Quarterback keeper. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Gamecocks will try to convert on fourth down. Now the play fake. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Looking for a gap. It's Durham. Runs through a tackle. And runs through another one. Tackle was made in the 22, but a nice 10-yard pickup there. On first down from their own 22. Looking downfield, it's Murphy. Got his man. And he's got enough for the first down, and it'll be at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run up.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They've got a first down here to open the period. Caught in the backfield, it's Harbor. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work. They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
The screen, and watch out. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Throws for the tight end. And they'll miss the connection here on third down. And the Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got
Picked off. What a play to set him up.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
It's caught. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
And I love that play call. There's a great example of sudden change situation, right? Your defense gets the turnover. You get it right back. The very first play, let's be aggressive. Let's take a shot and see if we can catch the defense napping. Boy, oh boy, did that ever work out great.
That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The Gamecocks are threatening on 1st and goal. He might want another play. From the gun. Here's the pressure. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Still looking on the move. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Firing to the right, complete. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina!
Man, it's so nice to have guys out wide that you just trust that you can feed the football, and this guy will do the rest, will cross that goal line, will take care of you, will make you look like a genius. That's that kind of guy right there.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Man, we'll have a shakeup in the Mountain West standings this week. Check this out. Nevada dug down deep and found a way to secure a coveted road win. And who knows how the pundits will view this one, but I'll tell you this. It sure beats trying to explain a bad loss. One game, I know, fellas, but this could be one to circle when we consider the big picture there in the Mountain West.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dropping back, it's Murphy. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Watkins. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. He's got it at the 30. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. Well, LSU receivers are known for their swagger, and that is swagger well earned after that one.
You go outside and you make plays. Like, listen, you have swag, you have confidence, and you usually get a little bit loud. Reese and be like, listen, feed me the rock. So many great LSU receivers in the past, and it's because of that swag.
They try to pop a run on the draw. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Now, guys, when it comes to LSU, I'm sure you guys saw this. One of the top running backs in the country, 5-star guy, gave a verbal commitment last week. What's the expectation for him as soon as he hits campus?
I mean, you don't get 5 stars very often, and you get 5 stars for a reason because you are a dude. He is a man-child. They want to get him in the door now. They wish they could already have him signed, but the excitement is going to really build for this young man.
Looking to throw for it. And he's going to be just short of the 1st down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And with that, they've taken the lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Snags a quick pass on the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking downfield, it's Murphy. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
He's got it. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Smashes ahead. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. And the Tigers trying to cash it in on first and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Got it behind the line. It's Green. And that's good for the completion percentage and bad for the yardage. They lose ground on that one. Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Into the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. And this one is perfect. The lead now 6 here in the second. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Quarterback may change this route. Off play action on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely.
This is what's so hard as a defense, trying to stop this dual-threat quarterback, because on the previous play, he hurt you with his arm, and then on this one, he hurts you with his feet. They're going to have to do a better job of getting pressure on him, making him get rid of the football or go down with it, because his speed and his arm talent right now is a problem.
Caught in the backfield, it's Clark. He'll be run out of bounds at the 14.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
to throw. It's Sellers. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. The snap sets up the throw. Get it out on the screen. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. First and goal. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield, and time is running short. It's nice to get a quarterback an easy completion like that, but it's nicer if they can go forward. And they did not that time, Jesse.
They did not. No, the defense was just better at the point of attack. Look at all these defenders shedding blocks and then getting hats to the football. That's impressive.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Baton Rouge. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half.
He'll keep it himself. Turning it on! And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Now they've moved it just inside the 40. First and 10 from the 39. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Strikes first, delivers the punch, and works his way to the 31.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
He'll pitch it. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You've got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Man, let's not make football hard. The quarterback sneak has worked, and it continues to work. Keep using it until they stop on those short yardage plays.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down. Looking to throw, it's Murphy. Setting up the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Makes the catch. It's Durham. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Let's see what he can do with it. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
To the air on 2nd down. He tries to take the top off. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Gamecocks will punt it away on 4th down. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking to throw, it's Murphy. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Takes it on the return. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. The Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll try the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
And the Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of the look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. They'll run for it. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. 4th and short, ball right at midfield. It at least crossed my mind. Maybe they'll try to draw him offside.
It might have crossed your mind, but did it ever cross your mind not to go for this?
No. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're working that left side. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asked to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out.
Big 3rd down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. The give on the option. They just needed inches. Instead, they lost 3 feet. What a play by the defense. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. He is stopped short, and isn't that going to make things interesting? Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Wants to throw. It's Murphy. Got a man in the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. LSU quick to the line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get...
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Tigers! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with the QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the 4th quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, I believe someone calls it the Conference of Champions. Pac-12 action today. Washington is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Husky Stadium, but the purple and gold have struggled to really pull away. They're up by a field goal over Oregon. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it. Back to you guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. To the air on 1st down. Hauls it in. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play.
Gashing the knee on the touchdown, Gamecocks. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver, good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
Lining up for the point after and the lead. And they did have to knock through the extra point to move on top, and they have the lead in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Parker. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Dropping back, it's Murphy. The quick out. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Neutral zone defense.
The offense moved, but it was because the defender jumped into the neutral zone, and the offense will pick up the 5. Defense made that job a little easier after the encroachment. It's 1st and 5. Was to pass. Had to throw it before he wanted.
And imagine the defense in this scenario, right? You're up by 1 possession. You need to get to the quarterback. You've got to affect him. You're going to blitz or you're going to try to win one-on-one up front. They did it that time, hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. The screen, he can go. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. He'll do it himself. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
You know, as a quarterback, when you're doing this zone read play, you got to read that defensive end. If he crashes down hard inside to take the running back away, right away you know now you're keeping the football. Nice job by the quarterback.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And how about this offense, man? Being able to succeed, still winning without their bell count, without their star being their star. This offense has not had a great game on the ground, but they're still in the lead.
Back to throw, it's Sellers. Pressure coming. Finds his tight end. Still running at the 40. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. He threw a couple of costly interceptions in that loss last week, but a really good job to take care of the football in this one.
And Reese, at that position, you better have a short-term memory, right? Quarterbacks have to forget about it, move on, forget the mistakes. Nice job putting that behind him last week. Coming out today, putting together a great performance for his team.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up in the 28. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And it's right down the boulevard. That gives them a little breathing room, now up 24-20.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Incomplete, and man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? To the air, it's Murphy. With the catch, it's Durham. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got a man, it's Green. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on 1st down. They just keep firing. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and to hit that time help force the incompletion.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for it all. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation.